Welcome to Erika's Best, where I will bring you the best of the best and more. Well, today is the end of the road. Our last cookie of our 25 days of cookies. And as I said in the last video, I ended up with having lots of cookies left over from all of my days of baking cookies. So I decided that I would end the year repurposing the cookies that I previously made. So this is going to be my my homage to my red velvet cookies, and I'm making red velvet cookie truffles. Okay, so you're gonna take 2 cups of red velvet cookie crumbs, and you're gonna add it to a block of cream cheese. Those crumbs in, and then you're gonna mix it with your mixer until it all comes together. These right here, they're so delicious. They're covered in chocolate. I'm gonna use some candy molds, and I'm gonna make actual little candies with this truffle mix. So, as you can see, my mother-in-law has joined me again.
Thank you. I enjoy being here.
So I'm making the truffle mix. And once you mix these two together very well, then you're going to refrigerate this and until it gets nice and cold so you can handle it. So when you're making the truffles, you're able to handle the dough. So you have to chill it. So it's coming together, and this will be the time to add more food coloring if you want it to be a little redder, because you added the white cream cheese, it kind of muted out that bright red color that you had. But I'm okay with this color because it's gonna look good under the chocolate. But your dough should be pretty stiff. It should come together pretty good, and you don't want to have any streaks of cream cheese. It should just look like just like a red dough, and that's what it's coming together looking like. So this is what it should look like when you're doing it at home, whether you're mixing it by hand or whether you're mixing it in your mixer bowl. So this is what it should look like: a nice one color, no streaks of white. And then you're going to chill this in the refrigerator for at least an hour for it to come together. And then I'll see you back to make the truffles. Okay, we are back. Our dough is chilled, and I am preparing our truffle candy mold. If you do not have one of these, you can just roll your truffles in a ball and cover it with chocolate like that, or just roll it in chocolate or dip it in chocolate, however. But I have this candy mold, so if you do have a candy mold, you're just going to put your chocolate in, and you're going to take it all the way up to the top, all the way up the sides, so that your truffle comes all the way up to the top. And then once you fill it with your truffle mix, then you will seal it with more chocolate. So I'm going to continue with this. I'm gonna do half with this pink white chocolate. There's 12, so I'm gonna do 6 pink chocolate and 6 dark chocolate. And then I'll be back, ready to fill them. Well, I am just about finished with getting the chocolates on this candy mold. And, you know, my grandmother is the one who introduced us to making filled chocolates. You know, she was a woman who, she has so many talents. She has so many talents in the kitchen. And, you know, she made chocolates and she showed us how to make chocolates. And when I mean us, I mean my mama. She showed my mother. And then my mother over time showed us how to do it. And, you know, it's really fun. And it's not that difficult to learn how to make your own homemade chocolates. But once your chocolates are, once your candy mold is properly areas, so I'm going to go back to those thin areas and fill them in. That's the only thing you have to do, is you have to make sure that all the areas are properly coated, so that when you put your filling in, you don't break through because the filling is, you know, because the chocolate isn't thick enough to hold the filling. So you want to make sure that your chocolate is with no thin parts. And then we're going to stick this in the fridge, let it chill down till it gets nice and cold and hard, and then I will be back.
Good.
Okay. So now we fill the chocolates with the truffle mixture. And like I said, this is pliable, it's easy to handle. So you could roll this in a ball and dip it into some chocolate if you didn't have one of these candy molds. So don't worry if you don't have a candy mold. Just roll it and dip it in chocolate or drizzle it in chocolate, however you want to do it. It's up to you. Okay, so now we're going to put our sealer edge on. And we're just going to seal these things, these little truffles in. And then we'll put them back in the fridge to let them fully harden. And then we'll have our truffles. So, like I said, I hope you have enjoyed this. I have enjoyed this to the fullest. Bringing you all of these different videos. I can't wait for 2021, which is upon us. I cannot wait to try new recipes. I already have some ideas for some recipes that I'm going to do. If you have some recipes that you want me to do this year, this new year, then please comment in the comment section and let me know. Like, hey, Erika, can you make this? And then I will do what I can to make it happen. So I am taking requests anytime. I appreciate you taking out time and leaving me a comment, asking me to do something. So I will do my very best to make that happen. And if you don't mind me shouting out your name, you can say that in the comment as well. Otherwise, I'll just say viewer requested. So you can let me know how you want me to handle that part too. So, but I'm just going to continue to seal these up and get them back in the fridge so that they can cool off for their final trip to the fridge or freezer, because you can put this in the refrigerator or the freezer. It's up to you. The freezer, just don't leave them in there too long because you don't want your chocolate to cloud up. Sometimes when you're dealing with chocolate, the freezer will add moisture and cause your... I'm thinking that's why it happens. I'm not a chocolatier, so I have no idea, but I think it has to do with the moisture in the freezer cause it to cloud up. If I'm wrong and you're a chocolatier and you have some insight on that, let me know. Let me know. I'm always ready to learn something more in this whole genre of cooking and baking. So if you have some knowledge, drop it on me. I'm ready. So yeah, so I hope you have enjoyed this, because it has been a load of fun. You know, my mother-in-law has just loved getting all the samples as they come out of the oven fresh baked. She has just enjoyed that, and along with, you guys know, Naomi and even my husband has come from behind the camera a couple of times to sneak out him a taste of something. So it has been exciting for us all. So I hope you have enjoyed it. and I hope you learned some new tricks, some new tips, you know. I know in a couple months, or at least a month and a half, you know, another celebration will be coming up where people celebrate. I don't celebrate that, but people do celebrate. And so maybe I gave you some ideas to celebrate a little bit different this year, since we're all in this COVID-19 thing, you know, and you can't really get out to go and do nothing and, you know, show that special person that you love them extra special on that one day. You know, I have always been under the how do you say? I'm not one of those people that you have to buy gifts for all of these different occasions that people celebrate, because, you know, I don't want you to just show me love one day. I want you to show me love 365 days with everything that you do. So maybe that'll be a tip for you in 2021, that you don't try to follow these traditions and these things that the world says we're supposed to do to show people that you love them. Well, when you really love somebody, nobody has to tell you when to celebrate it. You celebrate it whenever. So my chocolate got hard, so I have to heat it up again to fill in this last one. So I'm going to go heat this up, and then I'm going to pop this in the fridge. And okay, our cookie truffles, our red velvet cookie truffles are done. I'm going to taste one. This one is shaped like a flower, like a tulip. I'm going to taste one. Oh, it's so good. You taste that red velvet, that cream cheese. So delicious. You see how we took this red velvet cookie crumbs, turned it into a truffle filling, and then put it in the inside of these truffle candies. I hope you try these. You also can use the butters, the shortbread cookie butter and the nut cookie butter that I made can also be fillings inside of these chocolates and these truffles. That was another way I was going to show you that you can use that cookie butter. You can put it on the inside of these candies. You can use one of these kind of candy molds or any kind of candy molds that you have. You can use that. You can make layers in it. You can put caramel in it and create something delicious. So I thank you for watching my 25 days of cookies. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a happy, blessed new year in this new year 2021. I thank God that I made it through, and I thank God that you made it through too. Thanks for watching Erika's Best in 2020, and thank you in advance for watching in 2021. Happy New Year from Erika's Best. Bye for now.